Well, congratulations. How does it feel to be an official UFC fighter?
That's really good.
Did you imagine this moment being like this, or did you picture something different for when you became a UFC fighter?
I always imagine this moment, like that's why I'm working. That's why I work every day, work hard with my team. Always I imagine this moment. That was my dream. Yeah.
How long have you been dreaming about this?
Since I started MMA,
When was that? When did you start MMA?
4 years ago.
Well, only 4 years.
Yes, I have 22 years old.
So when you look at your career going forward, what's your next goal? What's your next step?
My next step, my goal is to have the belt. Yeah, that's my goal. Yeah, my goal was on this fight. My goal is to have the belt.
So what do you see you having to do to get there? Do you see it coming in 5 years, 10 years, 1 year? What's the ultimate goal to get to that title?
Soon as possible.
And what's your dream for your UFC debut? Do you have a location you'd like to fight at, or a date, or even an opponent?
I'm gonna fight anyone they're gonna give me to fight. Not fight, I'm gonna beat him. Yeah.
How do you see that debut going?
I see that debut going good. Yeah.
How soon do you want to get back in there?
Sorry?
How soon do you want to get back in there? Do you have?
Soon as possible, just to keep me busy.
How often do you want to fight a year?
Maybe 5 times a year.
Really?
Yes, I'm still young. I'm just doing MMA, nothing else.
What did you think of this experience from the day you got here all the way through now? What did you think of just the way the UFC is run, the fight, the fans out there? What did you think?
I love that.
Did it go the way you thought it would in terms of what you had anticipated for the UFC to be like?
I didn't anticipate anything. I just follow my coach. If he asks me to do, I'm just doing it. I trust him.
Thank you.
Just one quick one, other side. Who are some of the fighters you watched when you first were starting in MMA?
One more time, please.
Which were there fighters that you'd like to watch when you were first starting MMA 4 years ago?
To be honest, when I started MMA, I didn't watch any fighters. I used to fight in the street. So for me, it was just fight, no one. But after, first time when I went in UK, I see Lauren Murphy. First time when I saw him, I said, oh my God, I want to be like this guy. For me, he had high level, he was so good, so I want to be like him.
Just follow up on that. You said you had a lot of street fights. Were those like fun set up street fights, or were they you were fighting because you were defending yourself on the street?
All of that.
Which did you do more of?
Everything.
Thank you.
Dana was just in here and he mentioned how excited he is for Africa to continue to pump out talent the way they've been doing. You are now the second African fighter in a row in Contender Series to get a contract. So how long do you think it'll take for Africa to become one of those powerhouse regions in MMA?
To be honest, I can't give you like a date or something like that, but I think they are coming, they are coming.
And Dana wants to do a card in South Africa next year. I'm assuming that's one of your goals, to be a part of that one day.
So one more time, please.
Dana wants to do a card in South Africa next year. I'm sure you want to be a part of it.
Of course I want to be part of this.
Thank you.
Thank you too.